Yeah, DAYLYT, 2014. You know, we in part 27, promo blog. DAYLYT versus DAYLYT goes down in Florida, 2014. You know, I'm on that blog shit. I hit you with part 1 through part 26. You know, the first 15 videos was freestyle bars against DAYLYT. I called him up, tried to get his attention. You know, part 16 through 26, I hit you with video blogs. You know, the challenge was accepted. So, you know, we was promoting with the video blogs, telling you about the background, the tank, that story, that hell I've been in. And, you know, I thought it'd be appropriate at this point, you know, since I'm showing all my cards, you know, letting it all hang out, I stand in front of you naked. Like, let me tell you the significance of that for a moment. Like, part of my hell, you know, just being a fat man, I don't even take my shirt off at the beach, so let alone, you know, even go to the beach or go take a dip in that swimming pool, you know, afraid to just take a simple thing like enjoying that day at the beach or going in that swimming pool. You know, I'll be that man, you know, keeping my shirt on. And now here, with this type of DAYLYT, this type of significant, bigger picture going on, you know, now I'm standing in front of the whole world for millions to see, you know, naked. You know, naked in front of the world, you know, just letting it all hang out. Like, nothing can faze me, no embarrassment. So the bigger picture and just that. And, you know, I was going to let it rest. I felt like the story was out, you know, and then we just handle the rest at that show down in Florida when it's DAYLYT versus DAYLYT, you know, with them written battles when they come to Florida. And then each day I wake up, it's like I realize the story ain't finished yet. There's more of the story to be told. So for a moment, I regress. I go back into that hell type situation, that background of DAYLYT, and tell you more of the story. Like, what about them days where my OCD was so bad, that mental illness, so real that I didn't know what was real. And my OCD was in a severity where I thought I was like a human turned into a robot. Like, what the fuck, son? Like, when you're supposed to be a human, but you feel like you more like a machine. Like, every thought you think is like a truth meter, and you're afraid to even think your own thoughts, because if you actually even think that thought, then somehow it could change your reality, like I'm some real life butterfly effect or something. So sometimes afraid to think, sometimes even afraid to speak, like even to my own family, to tell them the situation I'm going through, so that maybe they could even help me for a moment. Like, how about that type of severity, that type of OCD, that type of paranoia, that extent of anxiety, so nervous, so afraid that, like, I'm my own worst enemy at that point, like so boxed in, and I'm lost. I don't know where the story begins and ends. So it's like, you know, I'm just a lost man, like lost within myself, like so deep into it. So, you know, we back on the background of Tank. And as embarrassed as I've been, just simply, like, just one of my battles as just a fat man, you know, like, just like that layer, like really just a fat man, just afraid to take a shirt off. Like, I stand here now in front of millions with my shirt just naked, letting it all hang out. Like, I show you them cards just to, you know, create that foundation. Like, this is bigger than rap. This is a real war going on within myself. I'm conquering demons now every day I walk up as I try to go through that truth meter. Like, if I am on some robot shit and my fucking brain is like a truth meter, then, you know, I stand naked in front of the world. I stand naked in front of God and just spit that truth. You know, so I'm trying to go through all that. The illness been deep, you know, just some shit like, you know, what happens when your delusions, like through that OCD and that paranoia, when you're afraid and you know something, you know something so deep is going on within you, and you can't differentiate real versus unreal, but you're still trying to go through it, and you start having delusions like maybe maybe you God, like something so crazy that you, like those delusions that I know I'm not the only one that has that. Like they document that in books about mental illness, like God delusions. You start having delusions that you God, and maybe there is actually even some realness through those lies, like in those delusions. Maybe God is within you. So part of that sickness is actually even good, because maybe while you're not really God, maybe God is actually with you, fighting that battle for you when you forgot your way, when you lost your way. You know, so right now things are starting to get better, you know. I reach my hand out for God, to the world. You know, the challenge has been accepted. That could change my reality. But I'm still in that reality where I am a sick man. All that mental illness is real. It doesn't just go on, you know, go away in one day. You know, it took years to get in deep into my illness. And Rome wasn't built in a day. So how am I supposed to fix it? So I woke up today, and while there's sunshine out there, while there's daylight, you know, I'm in turmoil. I'm still a nervous wreck. It was a battle just to take my meds that I needed to take to cure my illness. But before I could even get the meds in me, like I'm battling, like, do I take this pill? Like some real life Matrix shit, like blue pill, red pill. And I'm standing there shaking, staring at the pill like, do I take it? Is this gonna beat part of my illness, or is this making my illness worse? And you know, I'm battling catch-22s like every second of my life. And you know, so I thought, you know, the story had been told enough to just let it rest until the battle goes down in Florida. I realized, you know, there's more of the story that needs to be told. And I'm caught between another catch-22. Like, there's already doubters and skeptics out there saying, you know, DAYLYT gonna make a mockery of you, and a mockery of battle rap, and this is gonna be one big circus act. And so, you know, I'm battling the doubt, like, do I get on even another video blog to tell you more of the story that I believe does need to be told, so you can understand how deep I'm into this, you know, into my illness, into that type of health situation. Like, I want y'all to understand, so you could tune in and join the audience as this all goes down. But then, like, I don't even want to turn DAYLYT and Queens Flip Robinson away, like maybe they made a bad decision, you know, accepting this. Like, maybe they start to believe in the skeptics, like this is going to turn into a circus act. Like, Tank's so sick, he's just going to make a joke of this and beat himself once again. And so I'm in that catch-22. Do I stand in front of you and possibly make a joke out of myself, like a fat man now decide to get naked in front of the camera? Like, what kind of stupid choice is that? Like, I'm still making bad choices. Or do they once again see the bigger picture, that this is big, that this is bigger than rap, that I'm standing naked, as in a sense, like, at the end of the day, I take all the fakeness out, all the lies, take all the clothes off, all the masks that people wear, and it's not an antic like DAYLYT pooing on stage at Total Slaughter. Like, I'm standing naked in front of the world, showing them like what I've been through, so they get the bigger message. And you know, this no antic, this real life shit. So part 27, freestyle blog, Tank Lip. You know, we hit you with bars at the showdown.